Started.
Okay. So, hello everyone. Today I'm presenting a mock scenario. In this scenario, I'm going to talk about a company and the company name is Universal Safety Technology. It provides services which include design, install, and maintain safety and security system to commercial client. So basically, it's a B2B company which helps commercial client to get maintenance devices installed, which will help them for any fire or any incident happens, then it will trigger the event and it will uh, inform the authorities like police so that they can go and check on it. So basically, the University Safety Technology has got 150 offices across 15 regions in US and Canada. It has around 100K commercial clients, and they are growing by a rate of 10% for next 50 years. So it means by next 50 years, half of the commercial clients will be added, which will be 150K. Each location has around 50 monitoring and fire suppressant systems, which is expected to grow 100 in 5 years. So basically, right now, if each customer has an average of two location, and they have an average of 50 monitoring systems, so I can conclude that one customer has around 100 monitoring system in their two locations combined. So their project goal is that right now their systems are not well integrated. They have multiple systems like ERP monitoring systems, but they are not well integrated. So they want to leverage Salesforce, where they can manage their sales process and start their order installation process. Although the fulfillment they want to continue with ERP. So they have a project timeline of 4 months. Now, the org strategy I'm here going for is multi-org strategy, and I will also share the screen with me. So they're going with multi-org strategy, and the reason is the regulatory requirement for fire and safety system is different for US and Canada, as they are operating in two different countries. So they have to follow two different requirements uh, for order management, data requirements, and that's why just to have a separate requirements and ease the process of deployment, we are going with the multi-org strategy. So the language which will be used in USA is will be a single language. However, it will be a multi-language in Canada, for which we will use translation workbench and custom labels for Canada org. Please bear with me. So in role hierarchy, I concluded this role hierarchy by here that there will be like let's go the downward from down to up. So there will be 180 managers, which are spread across 150 local offices and 15 region. There will be 15 regional offices where there will be 15 managers, one for each regional office, and there will be another 15 managers which will be sitting at headquarters. So we have a headquarters where there will be 15 managers, and then we have a regional managers, which are going to be 15 regional. And for each region, we will have one manager assigned to that role. Underneath, for each region, we will have 150 local offices. And for that, we will have 150 managers here. And then we will have a system specialist 3000, which will be distributed across 150 offices. We also have a 500 support representative. That support representative are in three service centers. So we are going to have a sibling next to this manager, and this will have a support service center 1, 2, and basically two in US and one in Canada. So for US org, we will have two, and underneath there, we will have support representatives. So here the actors we are having here is system specialist. So the volume of system specialist we have is 3,000, and these are internal users. And the licenses we are going to assign to the system specialist would be sales and service cloud. The reason is because they are going to work on leads, and they are going to work on the opportunities and the customer, and they are going to work on maintenance work. So they will also be creating cases. That's why I'm assigning sales and service cloud to a system specialist. Support representative is internal, and I'm also assigning service cloud as well as sales cloud. The reason is because they are going to create cases, but however, they have to work also on leads, which they will be creating from web to lead, and they will pre-qualify those leads to convert them into customer. That's why they need to have sales cloud license as well. Then we are going to have a managers who will be checking the financial data as well as the customer data. Plus, they also need to see the customer 360-degree view by also checking their installed and service orders and work orders. So they will be also given sales and service cloud license. Contractors are external their external their external customers, so we are going to give them a partner login access, as I'm assuming that they are not going to log in a lot every month. So that's why I'm going with partner login license. And the reason we are going with the partner is because they will be delegated admin who are going to also administer other contacts. So in therefore they need to have a partner license. And we are also going to have a primary con so sorry, this partner license will go here. Sorry about that. Partner login as well, because these primary contractors are going to administer other contact here. And here we are going to have a secondary contact. So secondary contact will only look at the cases they can create. So they will only be given customer community license, so that they can submit and track support issues and they can check their cases. Now, in the current system, what they have a in the current system they have a public website. This public website is just provides the form where they capture the leads, and those leads are going to the current CRM system, which is going to be retired as per the new design. So so that existing system here also contains the leads, and they create customer appointments, and they will capture order data. So, but in future when it will be retired, then Salesforce is going to capture leads from a public website, and Salesforce will create events, which is nothing but a customer appointments, and orders will be created from Salesforce only via opportunity. These three monitoring systems which they have right now, they want to keep it in place, so we are not going to retire it, as they have been acquired when they acquired three different companies, and they have been connected with the devices which is not cross compatible. So this will remain as is, and the only way we can connect with this monitoring system is through API access. And single sign-on also has been implemented for this monitoring system for internal use, which we will keep it as is. Now there are two ERP systems. One is for Canada and one is for US here. Uh, due to, so so as we discussed before, that they have a different regulatory requirement in two ERP systems, and therefore that's why we went for multi-org strategy. And in this ERP systems, they have also is available via API. So we will integrate to these ERP systems via API. UST plan to decommission part of sales installation and support feature from ERP system, which will be now a part of Salesforce. There's also a system, custom browser design tool system, where right now systems special where Our system specialists go and design the plan, which they share with the contractor, collaborate with the contractor for the installation of devices according to that plan to a customer location. And this design tool also creates PDF, which they currently store at their local laptop. So, and right now they have a window Active Directory for the management of internal UST. So for UST employees, whoever have access to internal network, they should be able to connect to Salesforce. That is their requirement. And contractor will be added to the Active Directory. So here we will be using Okta for single sign-on. Now let's look at what are the requirements. So first requirement says that the prospective customer can place a phone call by checking the number on public website, or they can simply just submit an information request on the website, on which support representative will be notified to return their call. So what we will do on this case, we will use a CTI and we will connect Salesforce via Amazon Connect, so that using that the phone call directly will be coming to Salesforce, and they can open up, they can connect directly through CTI. An omni-channel will be used to direct calls to available SR support representative. Now for information which will be submitted on website, for that lead will be created with the task in Salesforce. The task will tell them or notify them to return their call based on the location information provided. Now, approximately 5,000 prospective customers per month are added to a system through one of the channels. So it is within Web to lead limit. So we will not go with some external product. So we will do it via Web to lead. Support representative pre-qualifies the prospective customer in Salesforce using custom questionnaire, after which support representatives schedule a site visit for the system specialist to review customer requirement. For this, we are going to have a lightning guided action which will kick off the flow that will prompt SR to ask questions to customer. In the end, SR can convert the lead into accounts with the account type as prospect. The reason we are saying it's a prospect because it's not an actual customer who has purchased the product. So the type will remain as prospect instead of active. And we will create an event so that a customer can check in their mobile or even on the calendar, that they have an event where they need to visit to a customer on a stipulated time. Now, during the site visit, system specialists can do the following. They can take a picture, videos, and this should be accessible from Salesforce. Create a preliminary estimates and send a copy to the customer via email. So I'm moving towards here so that I can explain this better. So system specialist will go, create from lead, there will be an account created. There will be three type of accounts I'm maintaining. One is a billing account, another is a service account, which is nothing but the location. So on average, one billing account can have two service locations. And another account is also there, which is nothing but the partner account, also known as contractors. So when they go there, they will open the service account there. So whichever location they are going to, and there they will have a we are going to use Xfile Pro app exchange there, or we can use another Satrang. There's another app exchange. So that will be connected to S3, and they will go just like we have a files on account. They will use their uh, custom pay component, and using that component, they will upload the file to the service account. The system specialist will create a preliminary estimate and send a copy to a customer via opportunity. So when lead gets converted into account, then they also get converted into contact. That is a primary contact who customer is talking to. Plus, it's also converted into opportunity. So when they when they do a site visit, they can add the devices they need on the opportunity, which will be OLI, and then they will create a code, and that code they can send it to the customer via email feature, which is out of the box of Salesforce. Now they can also capture GPS information of location. So on the service account, we will have a custom LWC on a record page where they can click on a button and latitude and longitude field will be captured on service account. Now the creation of estimated activity of an estimate activities, the creation of estimate activates a process to allow customer to allow sales to access Salesforce to view the estimate and to collaborate with system specialists during design process. For this, the moment the estimate is created on the code, which is here, so then a record trigger will be for Apex kick will create a community user, and automatically an email will be sent, because in community admin setup we will have a send welcome email configured, send welcome email checkbox configured, and the customer can log into Experience Cloud and see their codes, and use they can see their codes and use Chatter to collaborate with specialists. Now, back at the office, system specialists create a design plan with the custom design tool. That plan can be up to 100 MB in size, or should be accessible by the customer via Salesforce. So what they will do is they will enter a detail in. We have one more custom object here, design plan. So they will upload manually from the custom browser, means customer design document tool. They will download the design plan and they will upload the details in this custom object of Salesforce. And once they upload it, here also we will use the custom component from Xfile Pro. The design plan will go to automatically to S3. It will not be stored in Salesforce. But on design plan, they can check all the details that it's linked to which opportunity. Plus, they will see what is the plan corresponding to that opportunity. Now they want that once the design documents are created, system specialists notify the customer to access the document via Salesforce. The customer can collaborate with system specialists during this review. And once the design meets the customer requirement, the customer digitally signs an updated estimate to provide with installation. So here custom object design plan can show each design related to opportunity, and Chatter will be enabled on design document object. Email, we will also enable email on this, which can be used with a predefined template to send email to a customer manually, and they can attach the design plan also if they want. So once the document meets the requirement, then system specialist can email via DocuSign. They will send it to via DocuSign here, and the customer can sign it. And then once they sign it, we can update the field here back in design plan. The customer has approved or signed the document. So at this point, customer can also provide financial data. So once they approve the design documents, so the system specialist next step will be to take the financial data from the customer and record it in the location record. So for that, I'm using a custom object, which is a financial data. So once they provide the detail, then that detail will be stored for that financial data. And that will be linked, that can be linked to a billing account as well as the service account. So financial data will be stored in financial custom object connected with service account. Now approval process will start on an opportunity. As it says, the step initiates an approval process where the local manager and the regional manager will kick in if the installation cost is high, must approve the customer for the work. Now we have, so far what we have a design plan document approved, we have financial data collected. Now the next step is that on the opportunity, they check the overall price. Now if the overall price is high enough, like let's say there's a threshold limit, like it's more than 1 million, then in that case, what they will do is that it will also go to a regional manager for the approval, not just, then it will be two-step approval process. Customers should be able to use their Facebook. For this, we will have a social sign-on enabled on Salesforce so that customer can log in via Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn to their Experience Cloud. Now, UST work with contractor to install customer systems. UST works with contractor to install customer system. Contractor records are created managed in appropriate ERP. Contractor records created or updated in ERP should be sent to Salesforce daily. New contractors should be automatically provisioned for access to Salesforce using native credential. So we will have a batch process by ETL ESB, which will update newly created or updated contractor records to Salesforce. So this will be covered by nightly batch process. The ESP ETL which we are going to use is MuleSoft. So that will automatically create the contractor records in Salesforce. and new contractor should be provisioned for access to Salesforce using native app. SAML sign-on will be used within user provisioning. So if user is not there, then it will be created Salesforce via handler. The system specialist select a contractor for the customer custom installation, at which point the customer design document, estimate, photo, video, and collaboration space are automatically made available to customer via Salesforce. So what we will do on this case, we will go to that opportunity, and we will add a systems. We will, in the opportunity team, they will select a system specialist manually. So, sorry, system specialist will select a contractor manually as opportunity team, because they are going to work together on this opportunity, system specialist along with the contractor. So using opportunity team gives them flexibility for different contractor for different deals, or hide opportunities with different contractors. So let's say if service account had different opportunities, different cost there. So we don't want to showcase those sensitive information to the contractor. So whichever opportunity team we will add it to, for whichever opportunity, the contractor can see only that opportunity. Contractor review the customer document and collaborate with the system specialist. So in that case, chatter on the opportunity and design plan can be used for collaboration. So we will have chatter at both places. Here they can collaborate for the design plans, and here they can design on the if they have any issues with the opportunity. Because this opportunity and will also have some other documents details here. Once the design is acceptable to contractor, the contract indicates acceptance in Salesforce, at which the system automatically generate a contract agreement for the contractor to sign online, which is then stored in Salesforce. So once the design plan, contractor will click on the accepted by contractor. There is a custom checkbox. Then the Apex will create a record which will be stored in contract, uh, which will be stored in a contractor object, and then it will also be sent to the contractor via DocuSign, so that they can sign it. So the document, as I just said, document is stored in contract object, and they will also sign it via DocuSign. The system specialist is notified of a contractor acceptance and signature, at which point they can do a final review and place the order for the device. So the setup in, we will do a setup in DocuSign that enables admin to implement a logic to update signature complete by contractor. So DocuSign has a way where we can configure the, as soon as they sign it, then there will be field updated in design document, which will tell that, okay, they have signed it. And the Apex trigger will be triggered on the design document, which will create a record in the Salesforce notification bell icon for system specialists to know that there's a task that they need to do final review of the order. And then there will be quick action button on the opportunity, which will have async process to create orders and order line items that will contain the similar details as they are in opportunity. Once it happens, then a platform event, uh, then the platform event will be triggered from the Salesforce to ESB, and then the ESB will pull all the information related to opportunity and will create a corresponding order detail in ERP. So before I go further, I'll a little bit explain about our integration pattern here, because here we need to know the integration pattern. So here we have a Salesforce, and we are using in ESB ETL as MuleSoft. So we are connecting, we are having a data lake where we will be storing all the, uh, where we will be archiving some data and storing in data lake. And we will also keep on storing the continuous data, like from opportunity and device managements for monitoring system and data lake for the reporting. Um, so here we have existing CRM, which will be loading data from, uh, like we need to migrate 5 years of legacy data from ESB to Salesforce. So we will be using batch bulk API that will be loaded to Salesforce via ESB, via ETL. And then ERP, which we'll be having, is also, we have to migrate 3 years of data from ERP to Salesforce. So I will come back on detail on this when we'll do data migration, but my main objective here is to tell that, that from ERP system, we will be using MuleSoft that will create the order data in the ERP when Salesforce trigger a platform event, and which will send the order ID, and then using order ID, they will pull all the order details and create the uh, and will create the service order in the ERP system. So the ERP system updates the order status in Salesforce through arrival at customer location. So it says that once the order record will be updated in Salesforce, then uh, so when the order information is updated in ERP system, then it will flow back to Salesforce and it will be updated in order record of Salesforce. Let me show it here. Yeah, it will be updated on the. I think I have not covered, but from opportunity, we will also have the order and service order. So it will be covered in the order object. So once the order arrives at the customer location, the system specialist and contractor should be notified by SMS and email that they can contact the customer and begin installation. So once order status changes to arrived in Salesforce, then email will be triggered via Flow and the SMS will be sent via Twilio to system specialist. Now, during installation, as each device is added to the customer installation, it is connected online to appropriate UST monitoring. UST monitoring would like this process to automatically create and record for the Salesforce or device. So basically, whenever any event happens, so say UST monitoring will be sending info to Salesforce via ESB to create asset related record to Salesforce. So the device information will be sent from monitoring system and it will be created in the asset record in the Salesforce here. Once installation is final, Salesforce is updated by the system specialist and the final from installation is sent to ERP for the creation of of an invoice. So once status on order object is changed to installed, so I haven't covered it, but it is like from opportunity when the order and order line items will be created. Then when it is changed to install, then platform event will be triggered, which will be sent to ESB, which in turn will send info to ERP for invoices, as they need to create invoices as soon as the order is installed status. Now, schedule maintenance. So UST perform regular schedule maintenance on its customer installation. The maintenance schedule is set by system specialist when the installation is complete. So once we have sent the invoice and the wholesale order process is completed, then there will be a custom object, which is a maintenance plan here. So in maintenance plan, they will manually set up like, for example, they will set up a frequency that it has to be serviced twice a year. So SS will create a record and custom object and assign it to service request queue, and custom frequency can be set to donate half yearly maintenance. When scheduled maintenance is 1 week away, then it should create a service order in the appropriate ERP. So a nightly batch in ESB will check maintenance plan record and will create work orders here and work order line items wholly, as well as it will also create service orders in ERP. And they will link together with the external ID field on the work order. So once the scheduled maintenance is complete, the system specialist update the Salesforce on their mobile device, and the status of ERP service order is updated on real-time basis. So system specialist will update work order that this status is complete. And again, the platform event will be triggered on MuleSoft, which will pull all the work order detail and it will update it on the ERP system. So here, what we are now we are going to this monitoring and issue management, where issue can be raised from a monitoring systems. For that, what we are going to do is for monitoring system, whenever the issue is raised, they will go to that. Then there will be API to ESB, which will check that the event is created at monitoring system, and they will create a corresponding case system for that. And it will also create a task with a case to remind SR to call the customer, as it was one of the requirements. So now issue raised by customer contact. Now when customer contact can log into Salesforce on the web or their mobile phone, can submit the issue to UST for follow-up. UST devices installed customer side are fitted with barcodes. The customer mobile barcode should be able to take picture of the barcode to identify the individual device if there's a problem with it. Issues submitted in this way should be routed to an appropriate service representative based on geography and expertise. If the maintenance or repair work is needed, then SR will create a maintenance task, which in turn create the service orders. So how, so I have a different so I've written a different line for each requirement. So we will solve it this way, that customer contact can use community or hybrid mobile app to create cases in Salesforce. So they will go to a mobile app, or they can just use Experience Cloud, and they can go to desktop, web version, and then they can create a cases from there. So hybrid mobile app will also have a custom LWC where they will scan a barcode and associate it with the case. So this barcode will help to identify which asset it has a problem with, and then when the case is created, it will be connected with that particular device it has problem with. Now, case assignment, we will have a case assignment rule setup that will assign appropriate queues based on the geography, and um, and it has to be assigned to us based on expertise. For that, we will use a omni channel that can route to a user based on skills. SR will create work order, which will create service order in ERP. Same, this process, process which we are using above, we will reuse or leverage the same process. The moment the work order is created, the ESB will create a corresponding service order on the ERP. So issue created by a support representative for customer that call the support center, or for issue that are raised through channel, support representative can create issue record manually. So here the cases will be created by support representative, and work order can be created from the cases which will fulfill this requirement. Now this is a data migration issue, sorry, a requirement. And for that, we will go to integration pattern to understand how we will do data migration. First, data migration is needed from existing CRM. Let me go here. From existing CRM to Salesforce, and they need 5 years of data. So we will use a ETL tool uh, which will call bulk API. An authentication is a web server flow, as it is going to be one-time activity, and then they will load the data into Salesforce. And we are also going to use Informatica MDM here, which is a master data management for golden records, because there are some requirements that they do not want customer which are already there in ERP. So ETL will check if that customer is already there in ERP, then it will not load it in Salesforce, and it will also maintain golden records in MDM, because they said that the three monitoring systems have same customers also, and they don't want to have a duplicate data in Salesforce. So using Informatica MDM, we can have they can check that there should not be any duplicate data created. Plus, it provides the universal place where the data will be updated on real-time basis. In whichever record it updated, whether it's ERP, Salesforce, it will be updated in Informatica MDM to store golden records. Now, all customer location and contact data from ERP needs to be replicated in Salesforce, and UST needs to logically link between these two systems. So customer data, as I told earlier, the customer data will be stored in the billing account, and location data will be stored in these are the record types. So they will be stored in the account object only, but one will be record type billing, another will be service account, and contact will be uh, have a lookup to billing account. Now, the last 3 years of sales order and service order data from ERP needs to be replicated into Salesforce. So for that, we will be doing a one-time upload for the sales order and service order data from ERP to Salesforce via ETL tool. And here also we will be using bulk API, and we will having a web server flow. So all devices from three monitoring system need to be replicated into Salesforce, and UST needs to be logically link record between the two systems. Needs that some customer have device data in more than one monitoring system. So as one customer can have same device data in more than one system, but we will not deduplicate it by creating asset record, and based on the serial ID on the device data can be deduplicated. All design document currently residing in their desktop or all over can need to be made available within Salesforce. So they will be uploaded in S3, and they will be visible to the corresponding design document custom object via Xfile Pro package. Now, apart from migration, we will also have this here the other integration. For example, we have a integration for order fulfillment where the ERP data will go to Salesforce, where we will be using REST API, and the security is HTTP mutual TLS, and the authentication we will be using JOT. We also have a monitoring system to ESB to Salesforce where we will be creating events and one-time migration that will also be using REST API, as the REST API is the only integration pattern available for monitoring systems. So once order is placed in opportunity, and then we need to inform ERP. In that case, we will be using platform event. The platform event will be sent from Salesforce to MuleSoft, which in turn checks the order ID and get the order information and create a corresponding service order in the ESB. So as I discussed that then the order will be information will be pulled and then it will be created in the ESB. Now we will also have a data lake where we will be storing all the informations like for cases, so that as there will not be a case of LDVs. To handle LDV, we will archive some case records into data lake, and we will also archive order, opportunity, work order, and monitoring data. And we will be using bulk API for that. Now we have a visibility requirement. So system specialists should be able to view and edit all the customer and install data for their own customers. So what we will be using here is that the accounts will be owned by system specialist, and the permission set we will be giving to system specialist will be correct. And but all the system specialists should be able to view and edit data based on the their local office also. So what we will do for that, we will have a sharing set rules that any user who is owning the account in that system specialist role in that part as in that particular local region, that account will be shared to that particular SS role in that local region. So basically in that local region all system specialists can see the account. All managers should be able to view and edit all the customer and install system data within their respective area, including financial data. So managers, this manage as financial data should not be seen by the system specialist as per the requirement. So the in that case, financial records will be only owned by managers. And managers in similarly, we will also create a sharing rule that any financial record owned by any manager in headquarter, local, and region will be shared by the role of manager in that particular region, local, and headquarters. And OWD will be private, and this financial data will be owned by managers queue. We'll create a manager queue and we will assign it to the managers. Contractors should be able to view and edit data only for the customer location to which they have been assigned, except for the financial data to which they do not own. For that, when they choose a contractor manually for the particular task opportunity, then they can also assign that to they can also assign that contractor in the account data sharing rule. We will enable this account data sharing rule, and we can define that contract role there, that as a installer, so which will give them the access to that particular account. And in this we will make sure that we only give it to account, not the opportunity, because for opportunity we are using opportunity team. Customer contact should be able to view and edit only their customer contact and install system data. Here we will be using sharing set so that external customer contacts or the external employees should be able to view and edit the accounts asset, and accounts contact. I think that is it. So I was able to prepare till here only with my time.
Yep, thank you. Do you want to take a couple of minutes break?
You're asking everyone or me?
Yeah, you